Hey, everybody, welcome to this edition of the IWCA show. We are so happy to have a couple really special people, people who work behind the scenes tirelessly. You may not be seeing them on the social media pages, but they are super important. So first, I wanted to introduce Phillip Harper. He's our executive director. So how you doing, Phil?
I'm good. I'm good.
Excellent. And we also have Melissa Vermaak. She is the membership director. How are you doing, Melissa?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for having us.
Well, thank you guys for taking the time to join us. We really wanted you on because there's something very special happening in the IWCA right now. And this involves a convention that is going to be held in Brazil. Could you tell us a little bit about why this is such a special event and what kind of went into the all the work in the background to make something like this happen?
Well, we were approached. They really wanted our presence at this convention that they have worked tirelessly on. They're very independent and they have raised so much on their own, but they wanted our presence there and we wanted to show up for them. And we, jumped on board right away. We have board members who have pledged to go there when the time comes in November, and we just could not be more excited for it. This is just the beginning of our international outreach.
So what organ was there? Is there a specific organization in Brazil that asked for us to be present, or is this a union of different companies, or how is that working over there?
There's not an organization specifically that asked. We had a member from Canada come
Yeah.
to our convention in Orlando a couple years ago, and he is from Brazil. And he said Brazil needs all of this. They need the International Window Cleaning Association. There's no help there. There's no safety there. They don't have the equipment that we have here in the United States.
Yeah.
So he started work immediately, and he started working with one of the largest window cleaning companies that's there. And the owner of that company came to our convention in Las Vegas this past January. And from that, they have grown. They've decided to put on this South American window cleaning convention, and it's going to include not just Brazil but several countries from South America, and we're just excited about it. They plan on having over 500 people there, but they did, like Melissa mentioned, they did want a presence from the International Window Cleaning Association. So we have several board members that are going to attend.
Nice. So the member you're speaking of, his name is Rick Canto, right? He's out of Canada. I did get to interview him on the IWC show a while back. I think it was earlier in the year, and we talked at the time. It was just a little seed, that he had thought about doing something. So it's really neat to see how fast just that idea is already starting to materialize on that. So I think that's really neat. Now you touched a little bit on the needs of the Brazilian window cleaners over there. um he did express a little bit about the challenge of them being able to get adequate equipment over there. Why is that a big deal when it comes to, like you said, safety and efficiency and helping them to be profitable in their business?
Well, they don't have the things like we have. They don't have the latest squeegee. They don't have the latest technology like water fed pole. They never heard of a water fed pole. They don't know what that is. But we know in the window cleaning industry that some things are safer when you can do them from the ground. A lot of things are safer when you can do them from the ground. And so it would just be better for them, more safety conscious, if they had more safety conscious ideas and equipment that they could use, like a water fed pole. And just any other thing. They don't really have extension poles. Like they have to get on ladders for everything. So it's something that Rick that you mentioned, he wants to make sure that they get the opportunity to see at least see, maybe not be able to get all the tools that we have, but at least see what's available and hopefully be made available to them.
Sure, sure. And Melissa, what having members who are from South America, what does that do for our community? Because obviously most of our that at least that I've since I've been a part of the IWCA has been pretty much centered around the United States. But recently the outreach has gone all over the world. So when we have a country like Brazil, who is, you start to see a groundswell of interest. What does that do for our numbers and for the meaningfulness of to the IWCA to have that community join us?
It's so important, and you're completely right. And we want members from all over the globe to feel welcome to join. We want there to be a need. We want our courses to be relevant to them. And we're so excited to be experiencing this outreach across the globe. And yeah, it's really good. I'm so,
Yeah, no, that's good. Now, the other reason why we wanted to have you guys on right now is because, as was mentioned, this is the first time anything like this is taking place. But as you can imagine, expense-wise, it'd be very difficult for your everyday window cleaner in Brazil to not only make a trip to a convention like this, but to be able to afford to even pay. I mean, you think about what we pay here in the United States to attend. It's a big chunk of change for us here. Now you're talking about people who, aren't able in the position to make the profit margins that we would make here in the United States. So the IWCA has come up with a wonderful program to assist in that. And hopefully we can make it free for every single Brazilian window cleaner to attend. Could you tell us a little bit about that program and how those of us who are members, but also those who are not members, might be able to help?
Yeah, so International Window Cleaning Legacy Foundation, I believe you're referring to, the IWCLF. And the International Outreach Program is fantastic. It really identifies regions in the world that need assistance with equipment and education and training. And we have the opportunity to accept donations. We have a Cash App. It's IWCLF. Please donate. This is going to give people the opportunity to go when they might not have had a chance, when it might not even, it's just a dream on the horizon. And because we want everyone to have that chance to get out there and be educated and receive that training.
Awesome. What is this thing with this t-shirt sale? That's what I want to know about, because
Yes.
that's a pretty cool looking t-shirt.
It's great. Our own Brandy Harper designed it. And it's just another fundraising tool to get people to Brazil. And we want you to go out there and buy the t-shirts. It's listed on social media and they're really cute. I got one, and the more the better.
We're going to drop a link in YouTube here, and of course on all social media we'll attach it to this particular video. But why is it important that members of the IWCA support an effort like this? Because I mean, obviously we don't live in Brazil. Our businesses aren't directly affected by whether they're profitable or safe or not. Why should we invest money, in a t-shirt? We get a t-shirt, but to help this movement that's taking place in another country?
Well, because we are the International Window Cleaning Association. And like I said before, we want everyone to feel welcome. We want to be able to extend our resources to anyone across the world. And we really want that international part of our name to come into play.
Yeah, beautiful.
And as far as membership goes, the more members we have, the more we can do as an association.
Exactly.
So right now we don't have, I think we might have one member from Brazil, but if we have this international convention that they want to have, and a lot of them decide to become members, well, that's more money that we can have for the association to help other people, to help other countries that are struggling as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very true. I mean, I think, and this is a point that whenever I'm talking to someone about the IWCA, trying to convince them to join or trying to explain to them what the difference between the IWCA convention and these other conventions, which all obviously are wonderful and they have their different benefits, is because the IWCA is a nonprofit, it is genuinely there to help you, not just to make a buck off of you, And so I think this type of convention and the effort that the IWCA is going to make sure that anyone who wants to go has that ability to go, really demonstrates the desire and the outreach to help people wherever they may be, help them in their business, help them to be safe, help them to learn just how to run a business efficiently and profitably. That's just stuff that you don't learn. You kind of have to find out. And if you find out the hard way, that comes with a lot of cost often. Whereas if we can help them to have those the education and the resources available to them, man, it can make a difference in a lot of people's lives. So I think it's just a really beautiful thing to be a part of. And we want to make sure we give members throughout the country an opportunity to share in that to help our window cleaning brothers in another country. So any other thoughts here before we close up shop?
No, I did want to mention, I'm sorry, Melissa.
I was just going to say, you said that so beautifully. I could not have put it better.
I wanted to mention our new membership packages that we have.
Could you please? Because I just got the information on that. I think it is awesome. Please, they're doing a change in how we pay our membership, but there's some even though it's going to be a little more than what we're used to, there's actually really neat benefits to that. So could you please explain the change in the structure?
Yes. So our professional members, which are members that service our members that have customers, and you provide window cleaning services to those customers. They will have a flat fee for the year, as we've had before, or they can choose to have a subscription, which is wonderful. A lot of people are very excited about that. So there's no financial burden. They can just pay month to month, and that's one of the things that we really wanted to institute. Another thing that is happening with that, with the registration, with the membership, you get a complimentary registration to our annual convention, which is coming up in January. So that's a wonderful benefit, because right now prices are about $400.
Yeah,
to the convention. So your membership basically pays for it.
Yeah. So you're going to be paying more, especially if you're a smaller business. But I can't stress enough that if you have a membership to IWCA and you're not attending the conventions, you're missing out on a ton. So this is just laying the groundwork to make it as easy as possible for you to get there. And like you said, not a huge burden off you, because you're able to make monthly payments now instead of this huge chunk that comes out and you're like, I forgot about that. It's June,
Mm-hmm.
And now, so you're just really making it more available. I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. In addition to that, we're adding a lot more to your membership too. One thing that we are overhauling is Campus IWCA. We are going to start providing a lot more content with that should be available at least by the end of the year.
Nice. Excellent. Well, I'm excited to see. We really see the IWCA going in that direction of becoming more accessible, even to the smaller businesses. So it's not a decision. Well, should I pay my employees or be a member of the IWCA? Now this is just something that can be easily incorporated into your monthly expenses, and then you get the benefits of the networking and the training and education that the IWCA provides. So. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time to join us, and we will look forward to the changes. Any last parting words before we sign off?
No, just become members. Like, the more members we have, the better we can support window cleaners around the world. So.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to seeing all the videos and everything that's taking place in Brazil when that convention happens. But again, thank you guys so much for all your hard work. There's so many people behind the scenes in the IWCA that window cleaners don't really know, and you guys are certainly those that make the IWCA special organization. So thanks so much.
Thank you so much for having us, Gabe. Thank you.
And thank you all for listening. As always, please buy those t-shirts. Please supply your hard-earned money to help some other window cleaners in areas who don't have the accessibility to the education and resources that you have. Just one other thing, some of us in the IWCA are part of the Into the Flow group. We are going to be doing some other raffles and things to help bring up this fund, because it's really important to be able to help with this outreach. So just pay attention to that. And again, thank you guys for everything. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next time.